Here are the answers to the warm-ups on May 27th. So the first one, write the quadratic formula, and that is, said, the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2a. So that is what the quadratic formula looks like, and that's what you want to have memorized. So then number 2 says, what are the values of a, b, and c in the following quadratic equation? So in the formula, we have a, b, and c. There's more than one a and more than one b, but they're all in there. And if you have an equation like in number 2, the a is always how many x squareds you have, which is 1. The b is how many x's you have, which is negative 2. And the c is your y-intercept, which is negative 15. So then, number 3 says, solve for x. So here's the same equation as number 2, except I made it equal to 0. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to figure out what values for x will make the entire right-hand side give me the answer of 0. And I said there are two solutions because this is quadratic. And when you graph quadratics, a lot of times your graph crosses the x-axis twice. Not always, but a lot of times it does. The graph, it may look like this, where it has two x-intercepts. It may look like this, where again it has two x-intercepts. So that's what we're trying to find. All right, one other thing with that, because this is 0, that was a y. So when y equals 0, that means you're on the x-axis. So that's why when I find the solutions for x, I'm also getting what are called the x-intercepts, because I made y equal to 0. Anyway, to do that, I could try and factor this and see what that ends up with. So let's see what two numbers when I multiply give me negative 15, and when I add them give me negative 2. So negative 5 times 3, that would be negative 15. I add them, I get negative 2. So the factored form would be x minus 5 times x plus 3. So what I just wrote, this here is the factored form of this expanded equation. So they're the same thing, except this gives me basically the x-intercepts. One x-intercept would have to be a positive 5, and the other would have to be a negative 3. So 5 and negative 3 would be the solutions for number 3 for problem 3. But I also want to solve this using the quadratic formula and see if I get the same exact answers. So what I'm going to do is take these values and substitute them in. The opposite of b becomes 2 plus or minus b squared, well, negative 2 times negative 2 is 4, minus 4 times a times c. That means I take 4 times 1, because a is 1, times c, which is negative 15, and that'll give me negative 60 all over, and then 2 times a, or 2 times 1 is 2. Then I'm going to simplify my radical sign, the square root. 4 plus 60, you can see all those double negatives give you that positive, is 64. So that leaves me with 2 plus or minus the square root of 64 over 2. Of course, the square root of 64 is just 8. So that gives me 2 plus or minus 8 over 2. And here's how I get both of my answers. I go through and I say plus. 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. There's a solution. And then you do the minus part. 2 minus 8 is negative 6. Divided by 2 is negative 3. So I was able to factor it to quickly get my x-intercepts, or my solutions, but I also could use the formula, the quadratic formula, to do the same exact thing.